Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the XRL F4 Division live from Yeongnam in South Korea. In the box with me tonight is a fellow GP2 competitor, or, well, he beats me every week. It's Sean Thompson. And we aren't out on track at the moment. In fact, we're not actually on the stream at the moment because we wanted to highlight out to all of you guys who are watching the stream how close it is between some of the guys here. We have got the championship tables up, or selected positions. You've got Jigsaw's, who, if he wins today and second place driver Sigv2 Ozone finishes 8th or less, that is his championship wound up. Otherwise, it would probably go to Japan, where most championships are won. And quite a lot of championships in the past have been won at Japan, in real life and within the league. But looking a bit further down for this final promotion spot, we've got Motorsport Nerd after a fantastic result last week, now third place on 96 points. Behind him, 3 drivers on 93 points, including the Boy 83 UK, Mini Ninja and XRL Gravedigger. And then, if we quickly have a look at a little bit further down, we've got Jam Sankith, who isn't racing tonight. He's on 89, so it's a big shame he can't race. Jay Pierce on 88. Then we've got ACPX Beast on 76, just 12 points off that group, and, well, only 17 points off the leading trio. And just over a race win behind, which I think he's got a good chance of winning the race tonight, is Riotous Tag 840. We've got Weswick Gaming signing in for the night. Good evening, F1 Speed. How are you? We're going to get onto the track now anyway, and let's get on to the race. So let's retire from the session, get out on the track. And Sean, who are you on board with?
I'm currently on board with your favourite for the win. Oh, but he's hit the wall and he's spun it. He's mucked up this lap. This is not going to count. A bit of a sloppy mistake there in the last sector there for Riotous Tag.
Swishbone signing in for the evening. Not really a pre-show Swish. We just wanted to sort of give the viewers tonight a mini overview of this championship. It's very, very tight at the moment, and you know, a race win for someone like Riotous Tag tonight could put him right in the promotion push. And with 3 people on 4th, 5th, and 6th on the same points, and only 3 points behind that promotion spot, it's well worth covering, and we will be doing a lot more F4 action. We're trying to find someone who's out on a lap at the moment. Mini Ninja has just started. He's just done 39.7 on his first lap. He needs to improve. And he's backed off.
Made a mistake coming down into the complicated double left-hander to end the second sector. It's going to be a good lap. He's on the prime tyres, but it's not going to be the best.
Trying to find ACPX Beast here. Here he is then. So he's on the prime tyre, but yeah, as you said, it's not going to be setting the world alight in terms of lap. He's got a little bit of oversteer on exit, but this isn't particularly impressive, and he does pit. Doesn't surprise me there. It's going to be a 140 if that.
Riotous Tag back out on track. Currently on his out lap, going down the main DRS straight. Who else have we got? We have
a lot of
the
guys are on out laps or in laps at the moment, or in the pits.
Got Mini Ninja currently in P3 out lap. No, it's not on a lap time. My mistake. He's coasting.
We just sort of caught it at the stage where everyone's either pitting or on in laps. We will talk about Riotous Tag, as I know he likes the attention. He does look good tonight. I mean, he's done a lot of practice here, and to be fair, he should have won last week at Singapore by the sound of it. We weren't there, we were covering F5, but he did sound as if he could have potentially won that race, and I think he was a little bit gutted, but he's picked up a good haul of points since he came into the league. He's put himself, the nature of the league being so tight, and people aren't consistently bagging the high level points. It's being shared around many drivers. He's the one who is picking up the high level points on a more regular basis. And although he started late, he's get a good result tonight, which is what the pace suggests, then he could well put himself in the hunt.
We say he brags a lot, but in a way he kind of has reason to with the pace he's got.
This week he does. It's not the story every week, is it? But
currently he's just started a lap. He's going down on the run to turn 1. he outbrake himself? No, clips the apex nicely.
Swishbone's actually come on to the stream and he says he likes the attention so much that he joins Swishbone for Tales from the Cockpit on his own Twitch channel.
Does indeed.
I haven't seen these. I should really get on there and have a little look. But
they are rather hilarious at times. It's funny when things just muck around. I remember I was playing tag a couple of weeks ago with Smithy and Chris. And it was a good laugh, very good laugh.
Right, so Ryder's tag, his first sector, solid one. Definitely in the 35, so that's a good start. I think he lost a bit of time. If you compare it to a blinder of a lap, he's lost some time in that sector, in this middle sector, especially in that twisty-turny section we just went through. This is still good.
We're nearly 10 minutes in, and we've only got 2 registered lap times.
Really? The tyre wear is quite bad.
No, my mistake. 4.
4.
I was looking at, because it was
okay.
my game with tag. I only saw 2.
This is good enough for pole from XRL, not XRL, just Ryder's tag, sorry. Oh, it's run wide. Oh, that could be it. He might still get a decent lap because of that, but that's definitely held him up. He's going around the final sweeping right-hander, and I think he's going to pit. No, yes, he is. He's still got a decent lap out of it, but let's not waste the tyres, he's probably thinking, and he's gone in the pits. Gravedigger, P1, 38.2. Not too bad. Could be better. He's actually gone half a second quicker than provisional second place driver Mr. Deeds. He had a great result last week. He hasn't been
Shrimpo currently in P4, who looks like he's on the lap, although he's a couple of seconds adrift of what he needs to make up any position. Currently in P4, and if he wants to get in the top 3, he's going to have a blistering last sector here.
He's still got half of his curves left. I'd use it all by now. Unless he's planning on going on a second lap. Who, Mr. Deeds, or who on board with?
I'm looking at Shrimpo.
Oh, Shrimpo. I was going to stick on board with Deeds until the end of the lap, as he's now in the final sector. Still a reasonable lap. He's kept it tight, so...
Shrimpo has pitted. He won't be completing his lap.
Right, so let's see what Mr. Deeds can do. He's just going around the sweeping right-hander for the final corner there. This should be an improvement. It is. It's a 38.3, but still puts him P2 by just 1/10 to XRL Gravedigger.
Got Jay Pierce on the lap. He's currently in the last few corners. It's looking relatively slow, but he's on the prime tyres. I can imagine a 1 minute 41, 42 at this rate, unless he pits. No, he's going to carry on. It's going to be quicker than what I thought it was. 40.4.
Right, so we've got the boy 83Ks going out for his final run. His teammate Mini Ninja in P5. He's about to start his run. So we're actually going to get on board with Mini Ninja, I think. Decent amount of you watching tonight for F4. It's good to see all of you watching F4. One of the lower divisions, of course, but still getting a fair few of you watching. I know Fozzie watching. Weswick
lagging all over the show.
He's not had a good connection tonight, apparently. He's been struggling. Wouldn't surprise me if he loses connection tonight, and that's massive for his chances in the championship. Well, him and Jam, if he was to disconnect and Jam is not racing tonight, that's 2 drivers that are in the hunt who wouldn't be so much in it anymore. Well, definitely in ACPX Beast's point of view, that's 1 less race if he was to lose connection tonight. So let's hope he doesn't. Jam, he's on 93.3 off the lead, so he can afford to miss one, but he cannot afford the likes of Mini Ninja here to have a good race. And Mini Ninja needs it, because we had a word with him after last week. And since Monaco's race win, he's picked up only 20 points. He's averaged 3 points a race since then. And that's not good enough for someone who...
happy with the quality of driving, is he?
No.
On the forum. We've got clubs currently on our lap. Looking relatively okay. It's not lighting up the time sheets at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see how his lap time progresses.
Mini Ninja, this should be an improvement for him. He's in the 38, he's done 38.7, and that's jumped him up a couple of places on the grid to P3. So McLarens are starting to get higher up there. His teammate, the boy 83 UK, is in P4. He's on 39.0. Need to improve. Oh, he's took way too much curb there. You can't unsettle the rear end of the car. And in fact, he's backed off.
Bad last sector for Clubs here. It's not been a very good lap. I'm a bit surprised he boxes, but he carries on. It's not going to be a good lap time. I would have pitied because he's not going to get another lap in. It's only a 40.3 on the option time.
And what's that good enough for?
6th place at the moment.
Well, it's ahead of some. I mean, his race pace might be better. Shrimpo on the prime tyres. He's currently done a 39.4. Which, you know, it's good for this division, actually, on these tyres. On the prime, you know, take a second and a bit off. You know, that's not a bad time. We'll keep an eye on him because this could be an improved lap.
Man of the hour. Where is Mr. Righteous Tag? Is he out on track? Haven't seen him. I don't think he is, you know.
And where is he currently on the grid? I would have a look, but we're going to keep on board with Shrimpo. He's not set a lap yet. It sounds like he's bottled qualifying a little bit then. Shrimpo taking these corners all too safe for my liking. He needs to push.
He's just set. Oh, have you seen the top 3? Look at the gap for the top 3.
I will have a look once. Oh, I think this lap's a goner.
We have on pole position XRL Gravedigger in the south with Mr. D's
fourth, a 10th.
0.053 seconds behind. And then you've got Righteous Tag, who is a 10th behind. So the top 3 separated by 10th, and the top 4 separated by under half a second. So that is close. Decently close.
It's good to see Mini Ninja up there. The McLaren looked strong this week for some decent points. Last week, Motorsport Nerd proved to do very, very well. He's currently not set a time. There are a few drivers who have not set a lap time.
Said on the stream, how do you guys in F4 slot in division-wise next season? I'm not quite sure what that means.
He means by the possible new division that's probably coming into the league. Where would these F4 guys race? Well, they'd race in F5 out of the 6 divisions, most of them. You'll get the higher guys like Jigsaw's, definitely. He'll probably move up 2, hopefully. And you've got the guys who will get promoted who will probably stay in F4 and race on a Tuesday night. And then you've got probably all the guys who are mid-table will race in F5 out of the 6. And will still race on the Wednesday night. That's what I'm hoping for. As 6v2 Ozone's put himself 4th, a 10th off the pace, and now the top 5 are covered by half a second. Good lap from us, 2nd place driver in the championship Ozone there. I'm on board with Deeds. This seems to be a decent lap as well. Let's keep on him. This could be good enough for pole.
I wouldn't have thought so. He's had a scruffy...
It hasn't been good. I mean, looking at the timing, it hasn't been bad. If he was to have a decent last sector, he might nick it. But he's ran wide. He needs to clip that curb. He's clipped that one. No, not quite. That, yeah, just a little bit scrappy at times from what I saw, and you said you saw the same. Shrimpo, it doesn't look like he's going to improve from his 39.4. He's going to be in the 40s, so about 2nd off his PB. But there you have it, guys. There is the grid for tonight's F4 race. We've got XRL Gravedigger edging out 3 others in the likes of Deeds, Righteous Tag, and 6v2 Ozone. Mini Ninja and the McLaren teammate of the boy 83 UK in 6th. Shrimpo, good enough for 7th. Motorsport Nerd in the end did qualify and got 8th place, so I wouldn't have qualified.
Right, well, with that result, who are you still on Righteous Tag for the win tonight?
I don't know what tyres he was on. I thought he might be on primes if he did them, if I'm honest, but he probably isn't. It's going to be close. Gravedigger having that GP3 experience as well. It can count for an awful lot. Deeds has all of a sudden found a bit of form in the last couple of weeks, and that's good to see. It's tight, isn't it? It is tight, and you know, you can't count Jigsaw's out. He's won 9 of the last 10 races. He is super quick. He could round off the championship with the championship win today, as soon as today. So you could easily put his name in there. There are plenty of names you could sort of say you could win tonight's race, and I'm going to stick my neck out on the line and not go for any of the ones I mentioned, and go for Sick V2 Ozone, who managed to be a 10th off the pace in quali. I just think something might happen where he gets a bit of luck out of it, or he gets the strategy correct and he puts himself up there. I mean, he hasn't got bad pace. He's shown that with his quali lap, so why not? How about you?
I was just thinking that I'm going to stick my neck out as well, but I'm going for Mini Ninja.
Mini
I
Ninja.
think he's got the pace.
He needs to improve. He's only averaged 3 points per race since his race win at Monaco. He's only picked up 21 points.
I reckon he has the pace. I've done races with him before, and
he does have the pace. He needs to have a good race, and yeah, why not? He's another guy. Get on his day in this division, he could do well. I think the importance is just to get a solid double points figure finish for him tonight. Keep his championship or promotion hopes alive. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight race to call. Swishbone is saying he knows where he'll be next season. The commentary box. Yeah, that is true. He could race in classics if you like, Swish. Weswick 51. I can't really say speed, if I'm honest. If you check out the website, we soon will be announcing a new format for next season about how we organise all the leagues to make it as close and as good racing as this division has shown this season as possible. So keep on the forum over the next sort of few days. It'll probably come out on Friday. More news about this, but I can't guarantee that. Just ask them if they're ready, if you can, Sean. That'd be useful.
Go ahead and ask now.
Right, so for all of you guys watching the stream tonight, there are a good number of you, which is good to see the turnout. Who do you think is going to win the race tonight? Looking at qualifying, the tightness in between the first 4, and then you've got the likes of Mini Ninja, the boy 83k. You've obviously got Jigsaws, who has not qualified, but we know what he can do. Last week, Motorsport Nerd has been doing well of late, so could he be up there? Come on, Swish. You think? Well, me and you got the F1 correct prediction. So come on, why don't you pick F4 for us tonight?
Well, it sounds to me like everyone is ready. So
Ozone for the win. F1 speed goes with my choice. Nice to see. The only Welshman on the grid. I don't even think he's Welsh. Well, I know Jay Pearce isn't Korean, that's for sure. Mr. D, Swishbone reckons. Well, he was at the back of my head as well. There are many you could suggest for the win tonight, and I wouldn't persuade you otherwise. There's plenty out there that can do a good job. Anyway, let's ready up. We need to get ourselves onto the track. Have you just readied up, or was it somebody watching the stream just saying? Shrimpo. I've seen him do a bit of practice this week, so he's got an outside chance. He's on the prime tyre. If he can make up a couple of positions at the start, he's also got a chance. Mini Ninja, as I've sort of mentioned briefly before, he's got a chance. I just don't think it's a winning one, unfortunately, but you never know.
oh dear. Right then, out to the track. Here we go.
Right, get comfy because we're going to have 28 laps of the Korean Grand Prix from the F4 division. Every race from now on is crucial for all of these guys, maybe apart from Jigsaw's. But 6v2 Ozone, who's second, he could have a couple of bad races, and then he's dragged into this battle. So every race is important for all of these, as the lights are about to go out for the Korean F4 Division Championship race.
5 lights and go.
We've got to retire quickly to get the run down to turn 1.
XRL Gravedigger, he's had a good start. We've got Rice to tag around the outside. Oh, and has been contact, but no harm done except for Gravedigger's lost a lot of pace. He's lost a lot of positions here.
Gravedigger ran. He just got caught. He braked. He was too casual going into the first corner. Too cautious. I don't know where to look. Behind, in front.
Currently on board with the boy 3 UK as he go 3 wide into turn 3. That's not going to work.
Crikey, look at that. They've all managed to go round there pretty much unscathed. And Gravedigger has actually picked up 2 positions because of it. So he's back into 3rd now.
Oh.
McLaren trying to make a bit of an... yeah.
Round the... Oh, that's
well, Gravedigger's teammate, Riotous Tag, has got the perfect start, and he has took the lead. Someone who we said did have the pace, or as we have someone towards the back. Who is that? We have someone towards the back. I didn't even see who that one was. And it isn't looking good. Oh, I know who that is. It's Mini Ninja again. So he's been caught up in another incident on the first lap. I don't really...
Did I say Mini Ninja was going to win? Oh, silly me.
You didn't mean it, did you? I didn't even see it. It looked... You know, there were so many cars so close. As we've got another little battle here as AC Pixbeast tries to put it down the inside of the Ferrari there.
Well, the good news is that Mini Ninja has not lost any end plates, so he can carry on. He's just got a lot of...
Oh, AC Pixbeast is in the pits then for a penalty, you would assume.
Is that a penalty?
Well, it isn't for a wing.
I don't see any pit crews.
So
No,
AC
must be a
Pixbeast must have been the one to blame for Mini Ninja going so... Ah, what a shame for Mini Ninja. He's just getting caught up. Let's see what he can do. He's got some open track, which is not necessarily the worst thing in the world.
Meantime, we've got Jigsaw's closing on his teammate as they run down to turn 3, but it's too far back to make a move there.
Well, we'll slowly start working our way forwards from here then. So Jigsaw's using his curves, thinking about move down the inside on his teammate here. He's going to slip it down the inside. But oh, he loses the back end, but holds position on his teammate. And that's a good move. So then we've got the Mercedes followed by the 2 Ferraris of Shrimpo, who's on the he's on the super soft. He did a poor lap in the end. Jay Pearce on the prime. And then I believe that's the Williams of Motorsport nerd just in front. It is. He's gone up a couple of places to P6 on his opening lap. And behind that...
XRL Gravedigger is really struggling in P3. He's really letting his teammate Righteous Tag and Mr. D to pull away from him. He's got the boy 3 UK right behind.
Righteous Tag's got the... I think Righteous Tag's got the right person indeed behind. He's been called in for his driving at times, his racecraft, and he won't be wanting to put his neck out on the line to make a move so much. So
although we have second place in the championship, 6 V2 Ozone with both the McLaren of the Boy 3 UK and the Sauber of XRL Gravedigger in his sights, and he's not too far behind. The Boy 3 UK locks up going into turn 1 now. Is this going to give V2 Ozone the chance to DRS down to turn 3?
Shrimpo's overtaken his teammate, but now we've got Jigsaw's trying to do the same thing. DRS is activated this lap. And you know what? Jigsaw's might just have a look at them both, and he does.
Oh, that's bad driving there by the Boy 2 UK. He's got to give that position back there.
Has he given it back?
He has not, no. He punted off XRL Gravedigger at turn 3 and has not given the place back. XRL Gravedigger is currently P4, fighting for P5, but he's about to lose it. Red mist has hit Gravedigger because Boy 3 UK needs to give that place back. If not, he should receive a penalty because he gained an advantage by knocking his driver off the track.
Don't know where to go. I don't know who to get on board with. Motorsport Nerd has started to close the gap on 6v2 Ozone for P5. These 4 cars are in the train for P3 and the final place on the podium today.
Great 3-car scrap then for 5th, 4th and 3rd. Have the boys for UK.
Well, that's Jigsaw's down in 7th. Jigsaw's is starting to carve his way through the field, starting from last. And he's only about a second and a half off this.
So is that the boy 83 letting him back? The boy 83 has let him back through.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. He did it just before the end of one whole lap round the circuit until the incident point, so...
Oh, he's going to get DRS again. Let's see if his move is cleaner this time. DRS open, is closing in now. Is he going to get this braking right? Right, he brakes very early indeed. Extra cautious. The top 2 just really pulling away now.
They have. They're a good sort of 4 or 5 seconds up on who is that in 3rd place, Gravedigger. He just took the lead.
Deeds is in the lead. Writer's Tag is currently in P2.
That's something we did not see. There's just so many close battles out there to give you everything. It's really frustrating. This battle is starting to die out. I hope Mini Ninja can really just have a decent race now. He's looking like he's coming back. Let's have a look at the standings quickly. So Mini Ninja's now up into 9th. Shrimpo's actually dropped. So Deeds has got the lead, and he set the fastest lap of the race by 3/10. Writer's Tag in P2 with Gravedigger in the Sauber in P3. The boy 83K is in 4th after making his little instant with Gravedigger, but that's all been sorted. 6v2 Ozone followed by Motorsport Nerd. Championship leader Jigsaw's in 7th, but on the prime tyre with Klarbs in 8th. Mini Ninja in 9th after his early incidents with Shrimpo and ACPX Beast, and Jay Pierce down in 12th. Don't understand what that was. Yes, you can see the scrap for the lead. Here we are. Writer's Tag is going to have DRS on Mr. Deeds, and he's used half of his curves. He'll use the other half on the next straight.
What a move there by Jigsaw around the outside of turn 1.
See, that's the battle we were on. Writer's Tag trying to make a move down the inside of Deeds. Deeds having to go wide and take evasive action, and he's lost the place. Fair enough from Writer's Tag. He didn't lose. He didn't hit anyone. Deeds was just being a bit too cautious. So that's what you got for the lead there. That is... Well, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Mr. Deeds just to give up so easy on that. He gave way too much space, went off the track, cut his power, and has lost a good set of time. He's going to struggle to get the DRS next lap if he's not careful. He's got to really have a good last sector and not let Writer's Tag get away from him.
Meantime, 6v2 Ozone has passed the boy 83 UK to take P4. So the boy 83 UK is not leaving him, he's keeping with him.
Yeah, we're gonna leave this battle for a little bit because the top 2 are just starting to drift away or split from each other. 6v2 Ozone is in P4. And he's not doing too bad. Jigsaw, yeah, he's carving through the field. The boy 83K's dropped to P5. What? I didn't see why that one was. He's in the pits. Lap 5 and he's in.
Yep, so Motorsport Nerd, he's also in the pits. His tyres are gone.
A lot pitting very early. I mean,
Mini Ninja is pitted as well. Well, this is the sort of lap you want to pit. I personally pit on lap 6. Go for a 3-stop strategy.
Weswick Gaming, no F5000 stream. I'm the only streamer at this moment in time. We're a bit light on the ground on streamers. It's me and Pete Marcroft or Swishbone doing the only streams. So we get GP1 or F1, GP2, and F4 and Classics. So you miss out on 2. Next season, however, with the introduction of a few drivers and people being able to stream, existing drivers able to stream, and people coming back, we will have every division covered without fail. It's just the rest of this season is going to be a bit hit and miss as to what races get covered, but we cover as many as we can. Jigsaw's is now into third. Klarb's up into P4. He is going to struggle on those tyres though. Writer's Tag is pitted, and he is...
strategy here. We've got Rice's Tag has gone onto the option.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone onto the prime.
If Deeds can have a good stint, then, I mean, it might work out in his favour towards the end. I think getting rid of the primes as early as possible and running a 3-stop works. I don't know what you did in the race in GP2.
I did a 3-stop strategy. I went options, then primes, then 2 further option runs.
See, I did primes first, but I wish I didn't. Well, no, I don't have any regrets about what I did, actually, but I just didn't get enough laps out of the primes because I was stuck behind a lagging car. But, I mean, the pace was good, and you can get a lot of option tyres. Just keep using them. Do about 7 laps, so... Depends if Writer's Tag gets held by drivers. It depends if Deeds' pace is up to scratch. If he can be within about 5 seconds, he's got a shot. I mean, he'll have the options when Writer's Tag has the prime. So Gravedigger almost spins on exit of the pit, and that's allowed Sick B2 Ozone possibly to get DRS going down this long straight. Let's have a look. He does. So.
Currently have a Mercedes 1-2, although it's not for long as the Sauber of XRL Gravedigger
Yep.
is through. Well, no, was that right?
No, it should.
It was Rice's Tag. Currently got Jigsaw's in P1, Rice's Tag P2, Slarb's P3, followed by Mr. Deeds in P4.
He's going a long way on his first stint on those super soft clubs.
We have XRL Gravedigger, also on the prime side. Especially from the Saubers, maybe that will come into effect later on in the race.
I mean, next season we should have 5 streamers, guys. So, that will ensure that every division gets covered. And we will have adequate backup as well. And that's part of the reason why we're going to do another division. We have the demand by people. Can you get Jelly Squeaks to sign up for Friday night's race around Japan? Or he needs to do some races. I mean, I haven't seen enough of him. But we're going to get back on this battle. Sick V2 Ozone's holding his own now. Both on prime tyres, as we have, I would assume that is Klarbs is in the pits. And Gravedigger. No, Gravedigger already pitted. It's the Mercedes here. Oh, that is as close as you want to get.
And who is that? Is that
It is indeed.
both cars of DRS now. Oh, we've got a move here on Gravedigger as well. A double overtake down the
No, he
straight.
backed away.
No,
I'm quite surprised with the super soft tyres he didn't give it a bit of a...
they're on cold tyres.
Jigsaw's got a shout for the win here. He's got rid of his prime stint. He made up some good positions on it. Why not? Right, you follow these 3. We're going to go back a little bit further. We've got the Boy 83UK, not too far. Motorsport Nerds having a quiet race, but then we've got a mini battle here. Mini Ninja has worked his way up into P8 and is having a solid race. He really is. I mean, he could easily get... He's still got a decent chance of good points here. He's not miles away. He's holding his own. He's on the primes at the moment, but he will have 2 option stints at the end. He's got ACPX Beast, who had to take a penalty, I assume, for an incident with Mini Ninja right behind him, as Mini Ninja makes a slight error.
Jigsaw all over the back of the...
Oh, Beast's going to try and go around the outside. Oh, that's a good move. That's a top move around the outside, albeit on the super soft. That extra grip just helped him make a top move around the outside. Runs deep. And now Mini Ninja will feel like he has a chance.
Defensively weighted, he's gone down through turn 1, he's right behind us and gets DRS down the main straight on the run down to turn 3. Is it turn 3 or is it turn 2?
What, the hairpin?
The hairpin.
Turn 3.
Got Jigsaw going up the inside, it's going to be a relatively easy move. Or is it? As Gravedigger comes back, but he has to give up because he has lost the place now.
Well,
We have
I mean,
Jigsaw up
Swishbone,
P3
if
on the
everything
option
goes
tyre.
right, it'll be me, you, Sharky, Rusty, and hopefully F1 Speed. I kind of asked you, you'd have to do one, and that would be the 5. And I mean, there might be one more as well if we're lucky, but I mean, that's probably about what we're going to get. As Mini Ninja overtook ACPX Beast, lost it back. He's now under pressure from the the Mercedes of Clubs behind. And there's 4 of them fighting it out for effectively 8th position. And all this time they're actually losing time on Motorsport Nerd, who's having a very quiet race in 7th.
We've currently got Titus Tag, who's got the fastest lap with a 1:41.1.
Is he out in the
By
lead by about
Sean
5
Horror.
seconds?
Is the second fastest is Shrempo 999 down in P11.
That's odd. He...
Oh, but shut me up. We've just got I Love Jigsaws going on a 1:40.3, which is 8 tenths quicker.
Mini Ninja's now struggling. He's under pressure from Jay Pierce. Oh no, sorry, that's Shrimpo even. And Klarbs. 3 into turn 1, I don't think so. Klarbs actually had to back out of that and lose a place. Shrimpo starting to close the gap, and he's on those super softs and is flying. He's used all of his KERS. Opens up the DRS flap. Can he make a move? He can. He makes it pretty routine as well. Club's trying to get in on the action just a little bit too late. Now, has Mini Ninja been clever and saved the KERS? No, he hasn't. He's also used all of his KERS. As that is the Williams race, CPX Beast just a little bit further in front of these guys. As Klarb's trying to put it around the outside, he's going to have the inside for the following corner. Goes a little bit deep, but makes the move on Mini Ninja's stick. And now Mini Ninja's dropped down to 11th. On the prime tyres, yes, and he's holding his own against these guys. And when he gets onto the super softs, he'll be able to blast through these. But he's going to have a lot of work to do in his last couple of stints, which are 14 laps. He needs to get 4 more laps on these primes. Effectively, that's what it is. And in dead last, miles down, we have Jay Pierce. He's lost an M plate. He's obviously had a bit of a bad race, to say the least. Rider's Tag, though, in reasonable control of this race. But he will have to run the primes at some point, and Mr. Deeds will have to run the options. So it'll be interesting to see, probably next stint, which will be in a few laps' time, about 3 laps' time, where Mr. Deeds will be.
Can't forget Jigsaw, who's already run the primes in his first stint.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting how much Deeds can hold off Jigsaw's before he pits. If he can keep him behind him, it's going to be a straight out race on option tyres between the pair of them. And they'll be hunting Righteous Tag down. He will be. They'll have around... Well, they'll have a few laps on them to have a go. They need to effectively make about 1.5 seconds a lap at the moment on the race leader, which is going to be tight before he gets off the prime. So, Stick V Toyotone's having a good race. He's on the prime tyres, P5. He's got some clean air, and he's looking quite good out on track at the moment. Oh, to say that, he nearly spun.
Well, it appears that there is an 8-second lead between first and second at the moment, with about 2 seconds, pretty much close down to 1.5 now between second and third.
Swishbone saying Reese 26 takes that name takes it going way back. Well, it does. He might be racing next season. You never know. He's one of many names in a little pot trying to get back racing again. So
Got I Love Jigsaw's right on the back now of Mr. D as they go down the DRS straights, and again before they even get to the DRS zone, he's done.
Done already. He's going to have DRS. And he's got half of his KERS to pull away off the exit of this next corner. Let's see what Deeds can do.
Get the break.
Deeds are just throwing the shot away there. He braked a little late, had to take a bit of evasive action. He's got a lot of curves left, but I think so's Jigsaw's, and Jigsaw's has got a reasonable 1 second advantage now. It is going to be a straight out race, probably between Righteous Tag and Jigsaw's. And these two have been having a lot of banter recently this week, so yeah.
Here's something I never thought I'd say. We've got Righteous Tag coming to lap someone.
Jay Pearce, he's lost an end plate and he's just been struggling so much tonight. Surprising to see him where he is,
His
but
tyres have fallen off. Currently in first, but his tyres have definitely fallen off and going very slowly, not hitting any apexes at the moment.
so 12 laps is a little early as well. Need to definitely get 1 or 2 more laps out of them. Otherwise it's going to be, well, maybe not actually. Probably get away with it.
I think more Ferrari wing. Jay Pearce has lost his entire wing now as he comes into the pit.
You'll probably see him retire now.
And Righteous Tag is also in.
Yeah, it's okay from Tag. He's just going to have to do a lot of laps on Prime. And these guys are going to be on options behind every lap. They're just going to be eating time away from his lead. So
When it's been held up by Jay Pearce in the pits, it's not going to help him.
Jay Pearce has come out. He's had to get out of the way. He's going to have to get out of the way of Righteous Tag. He does do. So he's come out in P5. He's got 6 V2 ozone to overtake for P4. But then after that, he has got some fresh open roads to really pound some laps in before they get on options. But it comes down to how much the prime runner of 6 V2 ozone holds him up in this next lap or so.
He needs to get to lap 22 on the prime tyres and then do 1 more stint on the options at the end on the 6th lap.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And that was my strategy.
Well, lapping on lap 21, 22. That's about the correct area, isn't it? That sort of that area. And I mean, some of the guys might pit a lap earlier, but it's not going to affect them too much. We're starting to go a bit further back, and Mini Ninja, he has lost ground again. Can't even see him. He's now on options, Mini Ninja, so he has pitted, and he's got a lot of fresh. He could make up a whole heap of positions here. There are so many cars. There are 4 or 5 cars there who he could get all of them if he could just get a lap or 2 flying, and that will help his cause no end. Anyway, let's leave that. Actually, yeah, let's get on board with I Love Jigsaws, who's going out again. Deeds, who stayed out as well, and the gap is about 6-7 seconds, and I would get in the pits around now. You can do 7 laps on both your option stints, that's fine, but you need to... What was that?
What happened there? Has there been an incident there? Strike V2 ozone has hit Righteous Tag because he's slowing down.
Oh, so that means he's lost another place then.
He's lost a lot of places, down to P6.
And he's yet to pit for his stop, so...
I don't know how much that hindered, but all I know is that V2 ozone has let him back through.
Well, how much has that hindered Righteous Tag?
Always through UK and hang on, is that the back marker? Is that the
Jay
back
Pearce, the
marker?
back marker, is in between the two, yeah.
He just needs to not going anywhere fast. He should just back off and let these cars through.
Well, I mean, it's important. He's got to start. He's got to make ground while these guys are on dead tyres. Otherwise, when they go on the options, he's going to lose out. Oh, as Jay Pearce gets out of the way nicely.
Whether that was intentional or not.
Yeah, whether that was intentional or not, yeah, we don't know about that. But he's now closed right back up on the boy 83k. This is for P4, and after that is a lot of open road. He can really get the foot down, but he's first got to make a move on the boy 83k. Boy 83k just losing traction on exit.
can tell you that Tag will have overtake of the week in his mind right now. So it'll be wise to stay behind. If you don't know, he's not.
But he's not a wise person, is he? He's trying to force him wide, but he's going to not have the DRS going down. So slop it. I think that's personally rather, well, not costly mistake, but it's now going to be a few more corners being stuck behind someone who's on much older tyres. Takes that corner much better than the boy 83k. He has a bit of curves. He might be able to get it straight back around the outside here, which, you know, might be an overtake of the week nominee. We'll see how it goes. He tries to brake late, gives the room, but gets the place done. So that just done on tyre wear, that one, and that's
a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah, it wasn't a particularly great move. It was a good move, but it wasn't a great move. It won't be noted for an overtake of the week, that one. Motorsport Nerd up into P5. He's doing quite well. I'm more interested to find out how Mini Ninja's getting on. How he's starting to carve through a few drivers. Where is he now? He's still near the back. I mean, he's now 10th.
He got pitched again. Currently in second place. Halfway between Indeed
He has.
and Righteous Attack.
He has. He must have, or he's made a big error. As Mr. Deeds makes his stop and will go 2 sets of options until the end. Yeah, those options look reasonably new. It was a 154 that lap, so he did just pit.
I think, bar any disconnections or mistakes, I think we've got this one. Got 2 sets of options left. Going to use deep.
I wouldn't write Deeds out of it. I think Deeds might have Riot's tag just yet. The gap is not massive between those two. It's about 5 seconds, if that. I mean, you don't need to... The stream keeps stopping and starting, says Swish. No, that's not my problem, I'm afraid. Looks all good my end.
Mine as well.
Yeah. XRL Gravedigger. P4. He's had a bit of a quiet race. He's now on his prime run. So, if he can keep up to the back of Deeds, that would be good. But that's effectively what he can hope for here. Deeds will be trying to get on his teammate, who is Righteous Tag. Let's get a comfy seat to watch the last 16 laps, no, not last 12 laps of this race, as that'll be Jay Pearce getting out of the way there for Gravedigger.
Yeah, 38-1. Jigsaw there, lap 17. Same pace on the option side.
Righteous Tag that was an average lap at best. Deeds is lapping okay. He needs to find a bit more pace though. Now this will be his first full lap on these options, and he needs to really put a bit of pressure on. I mean, if he can get past and get a couple of seconds gap, that might be all he needs. I think Jigsaw's might have it, you know. And at that, he's got a chance at the championship. Mini Ninja's now in P7. Motorsport Nerds in P8. 6v2 Ozone, not even in 9th. He's in, not even in 10th, he's 11th. So this, as it stands, I Am Jigsaws has won the championship in F4 tonight. I was hoping it would go to Japan, just on the basis that, you know, Japan is traditionally one of the last circuits in the calendar. Not recently, but it has been in the past, and a lot of championships are won or lost there. But in this case, it's going to be done by as early as Korea.
Alright, well, we've got V2 Ozone on the back of clubs now. I'm pretty sure that V2 Ozone will score some points.
Yeah, he needs to score 7th. And you got Motorsport Nerd and Mean Ninja on Super Soft, and they will be on Super Soft again in the last stint in their way. So, well, I don't know if he's going to get enough points to necessarily get.
I don't think it really matters because I don't think it's going to be able to
Oh,
back the points to win the
he never
championship.
would. I mean, yeah, it's too far. Jigsaw's it's a nice little accolade to have though, F4 champion, and he books his spot in the Race of Champions evening very early on. Mini Ninja running really quite wide there.
Where is the Race of Champions then?
Oh, that's something I've yet to decide. Last season we did it around 3 tracks, 3 25% sprint races, to really just make it a bit more enjoyable for the viewers.
Wide, and we've got 6 V2Os down around the outside of the last corner. Makes the move stick. I think Abu Dhabi should be on the list.
Possible. I mean, last season we did 3 25% races. We might do that again, we might not. I mean, we just thought 3 shorter races gives everyone more, you know, there's more points up for grabs, and it keeps the stream short and exciting. Whereas if some people did 100%, then it's just like quite a long race, isn't it? Around the same track. The format was good last year, so I think we'll probably run the same format. It's just what tracks we want to do it at.
Three-car battle here, or three-car battle between the Ferrari and the McLaren.
Mini Ninja's tyres are starting to go off. Motorsport Nerd has flew past. Ooh, as we've got a Ferrari of, that's Jay Pearce, lapped car. But Jay Pearce's Ferrari teammate Shrimpo is giving Mini Ninja a tough time. He's had to let him go.
I'm going to keep on board with third, Mr. Deeds, who is currently closing on Righteous Tag in second.
Mini Ninja's had awful tyre wear. He's in again. They'll have to be primes to get to the end. He's trying to undercut basically to get enough of a gap. He's gone on to super soft, so we'll see how he does. Right, Jay Pearce is in. He's had an awful one today. Jigsaw's comfy leader. Not so comfy second place is Righteous Tag, who is starting to lose. Solid ground now to Mr. Deeds, who needs to make a move and get a bit of a gap in the next 3 or 4 laps. Otherwise, he might struggle to get that second place. He might struggle to get the second place off. Yeah.
I think if Righteous Tag can get in the pits ahead of Mr. Deeds for their last option run, I reckon he can keep him behind him, because we saw in the first stint that Righteous Tag was pulling away.
He just edged it, didn't he?
On the options. So this is crucial now for third place. He needs to.
In these next 3 laps, he needs to get ahead and get past, and make about a 2 or 3 second gap, and pit on. Ideally, pit on the same lap, so there's no undercut advantage.
Either way, it's going to be a close battle for the final podium spot.
Well, yeah, second and third. I mean, you can't see anyone else getting in there, so it's going to come down to these 2 battling it out. Let's see how it goes on. I mean, Mr. D put a decent lap there in the 40s. In Tag would definitely have not done anywhere near that, probably in low 42s.
V2Os and currently in P9 at the moment. Ooh, I think we just got a 5-second lag from someone.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, Jay Pearce has lost his front wing again.
He has just not had a good one today.
The car that was in front at turn 3 going down to turn 4 now, the 2-car battle, had 5-second lag. I just saw that on the mini-map. So that was 7th and 8th. So it's either the Boy 83 UK or it was Shrimpo. One of the two had 5-second lag, which put them right back together.
Here's Me Ninja's chance then. He's now within a lap, really got on the back. DRS this next lap. Ease up into turn 1, give a go into T3. Jigsaw's is in the pit, and he's going to come out in the lead, isn't he? He is.
It's going to be close though. He's got always run wide. He's got second and third right behind him.
Well, he's got a pit stop
They're
gap.
going to get DRS. It's going to be close. What's going to happen?
That's
here?
actually probably helped out Righteous Tag there, getting the DRS. Ooh.
Contact. Well, it was contact with Righteous Tag. It was a bit naughty there. Although there was a bit of lag from Jigsaw. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'm assuming you got that as well.
Yeah, I got that.
I don't think that's going to affect the win, but definitely would have hindered the race. I was watching it from Jigsaw's point of view, as Mr. Deeds has got past Righteous Tag now and is currently leading. My laptop battery's running low, so I'm going to have to find the charger.
Right.
Got Swish on the stream saying that for the Racer Champions it has to be a classic track. Well,
I think Imola would be a good track, as this is Jigsaw's actually trying to have a go at Righteous Tag again. He makes the move this time with no issues whatsoever.
now will Righteous Box try and get the undercut here?
Yep.
He does indeed. God. Oh no, our first disconnection.
21 laps in, he must have had something bad go on, surely. Although his internet was quite bad tonight. So, where will Tag come out? I mean, it looks like it's going to be 4th place, but I can't see anyone else getting in front of him. We've got someone now about to go over the start-finish, but he's now about to exit the pit to go out of turn 1. He was awfully close to the end of the white line there, and he's out. So, Deeds needs to respond. He will have 1 lap newer tyres, but that might not be enough. Deeds has got to have one of his best laps to give it a go.
Got the battle here for first and second as Jigsaw goes up the outside, going into turn, I don't know, but he's gone through. But that was to be expected on much fresher tyres. So he's got a couple more laps to go further, so he's going to have to push like crazy. I doubt he'll need another pit stop, but he's going to be on tyres by the end of this.
And Deeds is pit. Deeds is in then. This is important for both of these guys in the championship. Tag could do with the points. Deeds, a couple of places down in the championship after coming up from F5, doesn't necessarily need the points so much. But a result is a result, and let's see where.
Gone through. It's quite a way through as well. Now, let's see what Deeds can do on these.
Tag's miles through. Crikey, that's a lot of time he's lost.
Blistering out that.
Yeah, well, I think that's it. I can't see Deeds catching that gap.
Had a few battles at the beginning, sort of settled down a little bit. A couple of good battles at the top places.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been a relatively quiet race.
Yeah, not too...
I hope I'm doing Swish's job justice here.
Right, so Deed's got a lot of work to do. I mean, I can't see him catching gap. Gravedigger's done good in P4, and his race isn't over because he's got the McLaren, the Boy 83K, not too far behind. P6 is Clubs. That's a bit of a... Well, it's a bit of a surprise, I suppose, but he's going to have Motorsport Nerd and Sick V2 Ozone and Shrimpo all closing that gap. Meaning Ninja is on the primes and it looks set for another disappointing points finish today. All came down from an early race incident, but his pace has just not been there compared to the likes of the others. Strategy has been poor, tyre wear has been pretty poor, it's just not worked out.
Well, I think we've got Righteous Tag who's pulled out an even bigger gap now. I think he's pulling away.
Well, P3 for Deeds, he'll be happy with that. He doesn't really need the points. He's going to be in this division next season.
I think P1 to P5 is definitely pretty much confirmed now for the next 5 laps. They're pretty spaced out.
The only real battle we've got is can 6th place runner Clubs hold on those prime tyres for 4.5 more laps to the 3 cars behind him, who are Motorsport Nerd, Sig V2 Ozone and Shrimpo. If it's anything to go by any of the other racers we've had streams this week, I would say no. We've had Mercedes driver STFC Dan in GP2. He got mugs by many in that race.
Indeed.
Including myself.
One of them.
Yeah, me and Tom625. It just...
I was too far ahead to notice.
Ah.
It's going to be an interesting battle for the top 3 in GP2.
Well, I had a chat with Fearless today. I know exactly how long he's going to be away, so...
What race is he going to miss then?
Well, he would like to say just Japan. But it's...
India,
he thinks it's most likely to include India as well. I wonder how F5's getting on. Probably not so good. I mean, a few of them were struggling to get online. Xbox has been playing up tonight. And, well, Motorsport Nerd was on the ball and got everyone in, but I'm not sure what's happened in that one. Clubs has lost 1 position then. And he's got 4 or 3.5 more laps to do to hold Sig V2 Ozone off. Which you can't really see.
Sig V2 Ozone need to pit again?
No, you wouldn't think so. With only 3 more laps to go, it would be pretty bad if he had to pit.
Did you invite him in?
No.
How's he managed to get in then? Oh, as we've got the Mercedes
Clubs making a big error there, and I think Shrimpo might well have him as well. He'll try and go around the outside here. They're side by side. Makes the move stick. Clubs just losing out on those tyres. That's all. In all honesty, he is really struggling now. He might have to pit, Clubs. Those tyres are just not going as far as what he would have liked. He's going to pit. So, oh, look how bad he is struggling. So, meaning Ninja will go up a place because of that. And you would think with only 3 laps to go that he could hold it. As he's still doing 42s, which is reasonable enough.
Now, that looks like it may have been a deliberate crash there, based on where it was.
Yeah, definitely. I saw that. That would be cruel if there was a safety car. Doesn't look to be. Hope.
Back onto other topics. As far as the Race of Champions is concerned, if you do 3 races, I think there should be like a low downforce, a mid downforce, and a high downforce circuit.
Well, there'd be,
just to vary it.
of course, there'd be something like that.
Interesting.
It wouldn't all be the same sort of track, so yeah.
Monza, Silverstone, and Hungary. They're my 3 picks.
Disagree. Well, actually, no, I agree with all of them. Because if I was racing, I'd be quite happy with those 3.
I'd be happy with 2 of 3 of them. In fact, it's only 1 actually. Definitely Monza, because I know I had
Hungary,
the in there in GP2.
Hungary, I'm extremely quick at. Monza, I was quite good in the league race. And Silverstone, I've always had a good record there. So yeah, I'll take all 3 of those, thanks. Maybe if you put China in there as well, because I quite like that. That would be great.
No chance. It's not a classic track. Can't use it. Can't use it.
Imola.
We'll use Imola instead of Silverstone.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, but then people would have to buy the DLC, and that's not necessarily what everyone wants to do. Shrimpo and Sick Virtuoso aren't too far away from Motorsport Nerd, though you would think that these 3 positions are going to hold station, I think, until the end. Got a lap and a half, and I wouldn't even say, I'd say Mini Ninja's under threat for his 9th place. Klarbs is on the options, he's got 3 laps to just burn the rubber. I mean, he's going to be all over him in the next lap. That gap's no more than 5 seconds. We'll try and get that on that in the end of the lap, because I think that will be very, very close.
Now, has Jigsaw been cheeky and pitted on the second to last lap? Because if you look at the gap, only about 5 or 6 seconds.
Of course he has. Of course he has. He wants to get fastest lap.
I think he has it.
Well, yeah.
To go quicker, didn't he? He wants to show what he could have done in qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we're going to get on board. I think Mini Ninja might just be safe, but it is not a sure thing at all.
It's Hurricane now.
Oh, he's a friend of Jay Pierce. Why is he in here? There's Klarbs now. He is bearing down. Yeah, this is going to be close. Klarbs is flying. He's just done 39.9. Oh no, that's his PB, but this will be far quicker than that. The gap is about 2.5 seconds. So this is going to come down to a 1 lap fight.
It could be a 36 this lap by Jigsaw as he comes round the last corner. Surely now he's going to take victory. And let's see what lap time this is.
Well, we've got a little battle here.
36.
We've got 6th and 5th. We've got Mini Ninja, not Mini Ninja. The Boy 83K is under pressure for P5 from Motorsport Nerd. Motorsport Nerd gets through. How many more places is he going to lose? He's on the primes. The guys behind are on options. They'll be fancying their chances.
Just seeing the battles he's got.
It's all heated up at the end, but it looks like the Boy 83K is going to hold on. Just about. All 3 of them
That lap though.
extremely close.
Jigsaw. 36.4. That is quicker than the pole position time. That is insane.
Mini Ninja looks like he's going to hold on as Oh, we're still waiting on them to cross the line, but Mini Ninja does hold on. Not a massive gap between the two of them. Only about a second and a half. Oh,
I think Jigsaw needs to be moved up a couple of divisions.
a couple, yeah, I think so. It was comfy for him tonight. And actually...
It's been comfy for him all season, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it has been. Let's get the division tables up quickly. I'm just going to have a quick look just to make sure that that is correct. So I think that, well, I think that has pretty much confirmed it. He's picked up 19 more points on 6v2 Ozone, which the gap, that's 125 advantage with only 125 points to get. So he only has to pick up 1 point to win the championship. But, well...
Surely he's won it now because of the amount of races he's won.
Yeah, it comes down to a race win afterwards. So it is his championship. His championship won by race wins, if at the worst case scenario, which, you know, is so unlikely it's unreal. Let's get the guys in, why not? So let's ask Jigsaw's to come in. Who else is in the top three? We've got Righteous Tag, and we've got Mr. Deeds. Why can I not find Tag then?
He was offline. Alright, who have you invited in? Yo. Congratulations on your...
Thank you.
Right, let's just get the other guys in. We'll do an interview. Why not?
Sorry, Rapids.
Hello?
Not needed. I clicked the wrong guy. I didn't. You're appearing offline anyway.
Alright.
Sorry, I was making it Righteous Tag.
Alright.
Oops.
Have you done it again?
Right, let's get Righteous Tag in. He's taking his time. Why is it doing that?
Bit of banter going on in there.
Well, I'd like to know what happened to Minion Ninja in that race, because he wasn't too pleased last week and he's
Hello?
had another bad one. Sorry, wrong again. It keeps like when I get onto your thing, it makes it go up. I don't know why that is.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm not being horrible. We're on stream.
No, it's right.
I'll do it, Dan.
I have invited Tag now, but everyone is taking just a little bit of time to get in, as we
Yeah, there
have.
we go.
I've only just been invited.
Third time lucky.
Yeah, it's taking its time tonight. I don't think Xbox is quite working out right. We'll start from back to front then, as we're still waiting for Jigsaws, and our third place driver is Deeds. Getting a few podiums of late, Deeds. Late push for the promotion.
Miles off that.
No.
Never gonna make it.
But in all seriousness, yeah, had a good race tonight. Where Jigsaws can't connect. Well, that is a shame. We won't be able to speak to him tonight. But yeah, where was that?
He is world champion.
Where is that race won and lost for you tonight in comparison to racing against Righteous Tag for second?
Third pit stop. Maybe should have gone one earlier.
What, one lap earlier?
Yeah.
Well, other than that,
Definitely on that one.
the last few weeks have been good, and you've been showing the pace that I think you've been promising throughout the season. So yeah, it's been good.
Been hungry, really.
You've woken up and smelt the coffee, and you've done you've put in a few good races now, and who knows, race wins never could be on the cards for the end of the season. Chris, Righteous Tag, second place. Any more you could have done?
I probably could have got a bit closer to Jigsaw's. I mean, he had a pit stop ahead of me. Obviously, I don't know whether you caught it. I had instead of lap 13. Obviously, unlucky for me. Which sidepod glitch spun me out. turn one, and yeah, I was on the back foot from there. I was about 8 seconds in front of Deeds before that pit stop, and then as soon as Deeds made his, the gap was down to 6 seconds, so I knew I was losing out, and then he caught me. So I went in one lap earlier, so I think the undercut saved me a little, but I was on used options at the end of the race, and final lap, tyres were gone. I give credit to Deeds because he had an absolute flyer of a race, same in Singapore, and well done for him getting on the podium there.
Well, yeah.
I think we caught the back end of your incident because we saw, I believe, the Force India 62 ozone slowing down to let you back through. Now, I'm not sure whether that was part of the incident, but it was at turn 1, so I'm guessing it was.
Yeah, basically I got DRS on the final corner. Obviously, I think the move was done. But I think he just missed his breaking point. I mean, he got a drive-through penalty, so fair dues. I'm not going to push for any other penalties because he got that in the race. But again, he had a strong race tonight. Apart from that, I think he could have probably got 5th place or something like that. But I think that was a relatively decent race. I mean, I don't know what happened to Jay Pierce, but he had an absolute shocker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a pretty much clean race apart from that one incident, and yeah, turn 1, lap 1 was pretty weird. Went on around the outside of my teammate and took the lead down the straight from Deeds.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
I think Gravedigger lit up too early and spun.
He was a bit too cautious. He went over the curb of turn 1 and then put the power down too early, I think, which sent him into a hard spin.
I think it might have been just like where you got ahead of him into turn 1. He just like had to brake a little bit more just so he didn't hit anyone else, because it was one of them cautious turn 1s where you obviously don't want to spin and you don't want to hit anyone else to either get yourself a penalty or cause someone else to have a bad race. I think I just clipped the corner just absolutely perfectly, and then yeah, happy that I was leading the race for so long. Obviously, Jigsaws is just too quick for this division.
yeah. Right, well, yeah, he's won his ninth in a row, his 10th in 11 races, and there's a 125-point lead at the top of the championship with only 125 points to work for. It means he wins the championship at worst by races won. So that is his championship, Jigsaws. A big congratulations to him. Writer's tag as a second finished place driver only. He's never going to win a race. So. No, not really.
You never know. He might have a little break now. He might just come back.
Yeah,
Get 1 point.
He might feel sorry for you.
Dan, if you won a race.
Yeah.
I have won a race actually.
Yeah, exactly.
My 1980s race in Monaco.
But that is it from us tonight. We shall see you tomorrow night for the classics, where Rice's tag will be out there again in the 80s. Sean, you'll be racing the 90s, and you'll be covered in the box by me and Peachy, and maybe Swish for the 80s as well. I'm not sure, mate. We'll have to have a chat and see what goes on with that. But hopefully we'll get our classic action sorted, and then me and Pete will be in the box for Sunday and the start of the Japanese race week, which, well, I'm not a fan of, but I think GP2 is going to be quite close. Living Dead looks quick.
Get your first win.
But yes, we've got a couple of new drivers racing in F1, as well as the return of XRL Lightning this week. So it's going to be quite an interesting week at Japan, see how these new guys get on, and we will see you tomorrow night, or if not, on Sunday.